Well, you don't know anything about this vlog other than you lived the events.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah. I did live it. IRL.
Well, we're currently in Montana, and we're traveling back to St. Louis, Missouri for the first time with the bus since hitting the road. It's been probably a year and a half now that we've been on the road.
Almost.
Something close to it. This vlog, we are traveling back to the desert of Arizona, where it was the peak of the pandemic back in April. I mean, we're still obviously dealing with it. So I don't know if we necessarily have hit the peak or not, but let's hope.
It was the beginning of the pandemic.
Yeah, the beginning of our lives changing.
So the vlog starts out in Lake Havasu City, where we spent a lot of the winter. And then when quarantine time hit, pandemic hit, we were kind of uncertain about where to stay. So the prospect of a job came up via a friend of a friend at a marijuana farm. So that's why we started this whole journey north.
Yeah, we'd been quarantining with Disco Moose, Dom and Chrissy, and Jeremy Veach for about a month before it was starting to hit late April, and the temperatures were already starting to go up in Arizona. In fact, the next week after we had left, they were already in 100-degree weather, so we really left just in time.
We did.
This was the first super long stretch of driving we had ever done in the bus. You know, even though it was over a week period, driving 1,200 miles just consecutively like that, that's not the type of traveling we've done. And it also wasn't the traveling that I thought we were going to be doing initially. But as we got on the road and we saw how, I guess, society was slowly starting to change because of the events that were happening, it ended up being turned into a driving marathon. So you get a lot of beautiful views in this vlog.
Thanks for watching, and thanks for supporting us in any way, including Patreon.
Yeah, I really appreciate the new patrons that have jumped on over the last week. I feel like it's slowly being turned into a reality that, potentially we can make full-time travel a sustainable thing and keep really cool videos coming to you guys in the future.
Starting with this one.
All right, enjoy.
Bye.
Well, do you want to tell the people what we're doing?
We are leaving Arizona. We've been here since November, and it is April, right?
Yeah, I guess I didn't think about that before
Isn't that crazy?
working the Christmas tree lot and whatnot. So,
Yeah.
yeah, we've got to replenish all of our resources, get rid of trash, water, groceries. Obviously, things are in a little bit of low supply with everything that's going on globally right now with the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe you'll get some glimpses of what we're doing today, running errands, and then tomorrow morning we're hitting the road. Here's a look at the bus right now. We're about to change out the toilet materials. Monica's done a fantastic job of cleaning up this morning. Gonna hit laundry.
Getting it all ready to go.
Yeah, we're still with our friends Disco Moose the bus and Jeremy Veach, and we're actually going to be caravanning north together. So hopefully you'll see a little bit more of them too. But we're going to be floating around from BLM spot to BLM spot through Nevada on our way up to Oregon before entering Washington State. So maybe we'll be able to tell you guys more about the job that we plan on having throughout the summer here. But we're both excited about it. Well, doing some fridge organizing so we can really fit things in there. It's a lot of pasta sauce.
I think I'm wearing a bra today.
Oh, maybe you should try not wearing a bra next time. Well, if anyone's really interested, it is April 6th, so the pandemic is going real strong. I think it's somewhere in the ballpark of 10,000 U.S. deaths now from this. Running low on water.
That's the last of the water.
It's kind of been weird for me because we've been dealing with the pandemic now for a month at least. And like I just haven't been feeling like filming at the stores and like what's going on. It's just kind of been like a really strange mood. You doing okay?
Just like got
Dirty bean water all over you? Cool.
super.
I'm feeling like it's important to try to document some of this. So since we are kind of stocking up and doing our runs today, I'm going to attempt to get some footage to show you what's going on out here in like the public. So is there any words that you'd like to say about the pandemic and what we're going through?
Not really. I don't know if we talked about it or not, but like it's a weird time to live in a bus because I feel like there are a lot of really good things about it, and then there's a lot of like really uncertain things about it. Like people are losing, their BLM spots and their campsites and all that kind of thing. Right now, I'm just trying to like figure out what's best to buy food-wise because like we want some long-term stuff, but like we also need vegetables. It's just like it's hard to meal plan for
Canned veggies.
a couple weeks. Yeah, and I hate canned vegetables. So yeah, it's an adjustment, but
Dom of Disco Moose just so happened to have disposable gloves and 5 face masks. And there's 5 of us traveling together, so we are trying to do our part and make sure that if we have the virus, we're not spreading it. I mean, that's really what this is doing. It's not going to really prevent you from getting it per se, but I guess it will catch all the respiratory droplets that would be in the air. So this is our apocalypse bin that we purchased to fit all of our dry goods because we just didn't have enough storage with what we currently have and how we've been operating over the last several months.
not even close.
It's just kind of like a really weird, uncertain time period. Nothing like this has happened in anyone's lifetime, really, that is presently alive, except for a few very old people. It's weird talking to family, too, because they're like, questioning decisions that we're trying to make for ourselves, but we're just like operating with the best knowledge and information and trying to do our part to not expose ourselves to what's going on.
And I was just gonna add to that, like people questioning our decisions. It's hard for people to imagine like being mobile. I think especially during this time. But since we can go anywhere, people are like, "Why are you going to Washington right now?" Because it's like pretty bad there. But like thinking long term, like not wanting to be stuck here in the summer if they like close borders or I don't know, like anything could happen. So we're just kind of going with what we feel is best for long term, and that's all you can do.
It's just weird. We don't have a great place to go. We're 21 hours driving distance from home currently, and home's got a parking spot in a driveway for us, but then we've got to quarantine ourselves for 14 days back home and deal with that, and then we're there and we don't have jobs, and we really need jobs this summer in order to financially stay afloat. So this is just what bus life is. We're the ones trying to make the best decisions. That's all we're doing.
Do you have anything you need me to add to the list? I don't want to be touching stuff and then getting my phone out and infecting, touching everything that I own.
It's a good idea making the list then.
Yeah.
Make a list so you don't have to touch your phone.
Yep. I think it's something that people don't think about. It's you can wear gloves, but if you touch everything with dirty gloves, you're still getting shit on everything. It doesn't help anything.
The last couple times we went to the store, they didn't have noodles, so I stockpiled noodles for the group because Dom and Chrissy were running behind us before we got here. Well, it always feels good to be stocked up, and that's what we are for sure right now. Any last thoughts on your Walmart experience?
We got a lot of freaking food.
Yeah.
Besides that, it was weird because there's people everywhere, breaking all of the
Distancing protocol.
Yeah.
It's a Monday. We planned this out to not be around a whole bunch of people on the weekend, but
didn't work out that way. But whatever.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Yep.
We've come back to the shell maybe 4 times now to get water since we've been in town, and it seems like they may have had a water leak or something, and so the spigots are turned off, so I don't know what we're going to do for water now.
Try somewhere else.
Yeah. So it's kind of a bummer. I really was...
Poop.
We're like completely out right now, too.
Yeah, we were shooting air this morning.
Shooting air. Well, I'm still kind of bumming about the water. We got to figure that out still. But we hit the laundromat and are getting laundry knocked out. And I can definitely say it's way different than the last couple weeks of going out and doing laundry. Social distancing is fully in effect. So they've got caution tape around all like sitting down areas. And they actually do a really good job of cleaning at this laundromat. It's one of the best laundromats we've been to around the country so far. But yeah, it's just, it's kind of eerie feeling for sure. Diesel prices have plummeted. It's the lowest price for diesel we've seen anywhere on our trip so far. They don't have one?
Nope.
Okay. We ended up going to like 4 places to see if we could get water. It's the first time we haven't found water, like, on the road. There were several businesses that had close signs on them. Like a lot of businesses are closed till further notice right now because it's a thing, we're in a pandemic. One of those closed businesses, they did have a spigot outside of the business, and I just said, fuck it. And I filled up our 6-gallon Jerry container with water. And so we're going to use that for this evening just to get us through. And then once we're back on the road traveling, come tomorrow, because we're going to start our trek north. I'm sure we'll run into water then.
This is cool again. Traveling? What's this like?
Yeah, it's fun being in a parade too.
Yeah. Okay, so I had an original comment that I said this is fun caravan. I'm so excited, so now I'm going to try to redo it.
Yeah, exactly.
Fun caravan. I'm so excited.
You're practicing queuing up the responses.
Here we are caravanning, and it's exciting.
It's so much fun. Greetings from Laughlin, Nevada. Well, we successfully left Lake Havasu City, and our first natural stop in a legal state would be to buy marijuana, but the dispensary is closed right now.
It's devastating.
Yeah, it's really sad, so we're going to regroup and see what we're doing here. There's a lot of casinos around here, and a lot of everything's closed right now. Luckily for Jeremy, he doesn't smoke weed.
No, straight edge.
Yeah.
I'm just drinking this water. High on life.
Looks delicious.
Thank you.
There is a full-blown stay-at-home order right now in the majority of the United States, Nevada included. So it'll be interesting to see what's locked down, what's not. Plenty of gas stations were fully open along the drive here, which was a little over an hour. What's the move?
Find somewhere to sleep.
Call Debbie's dispensary.
You're in Arizona, though.
What, Debbie?
Yeah.
So it's medical?
Yeah.
Well, I think we're going to attempt to spend the night in this really large gravel lot across the way from where all the Laughlin casino action's going on. Someone did just yell from afar that they don't allow people to overnight in this lot, but I feel like we're kind of underneath like some unique circumstances. That's kind of like the one thing that sucks about hitting the road again is this is like the first night in 2 months that we haven't had like 100% reliable parking overnight. And so we'll see. You never know. Maybe we'll get a knock. Maybe someone will come by and you just deal with it and you ask them where you can go and you go there. Plans changed yesterday. We're actually at an RV park now. This is the first time in 10 months of being on the road that we are staying at an RV park. Disco Moose felt a little bit more comfortable with this since we were allowed to be staying here because it's a paid situation, obviously. Because of the virus right now, you know, down by the river where the casinos are, where you typically would be able to park for free, that's all closed. So we just couldn't park there because security would probably kick us out. That lot we were at last night would have been perfectly fine, but Monica was really wanting a good night's sleep and she said she was more comfortable being over here. So I reluctantly drove over here at night for her. So hopefully today kicks off a little bit better. We're going to continue to head north from here. And we'll see what happens.
Hey.
We're taking showers in Disco Moose's bus this morning. Do you want to show me how to work it? / everyone that's watching this so they know how to use it when they're in Disco Moose's bus?
Great. Monica, give the tour.
Okay, so here's your shower curtain.
Okay,
This
great.
goes up here so no one can see you.
Awesome.
You just kind of
So that's not required.
adjust it. Your soap is right here on that step here.
Okay.
This goes like this.
Okay.
Get water over there.
Okay.
And this one turns things on and off.
Oh, wow.
One of these is hot and one of these is cold. It's a mystery to me, but I'm sure Gracie
The
don't
top
know.
one's cold?
The top left one's cold.
Okay.
The temperature should be set.
Yeah.
I think I kind of effed it up, but it's good.
Do you need Chrissy to move?
No, I can wait.
We need you to move, ma'am.
It was a nice place
I don't
to
know
sit,
if
and then you ruined
I don't
it.
know if you knew this, but there's a celebrity here that's trying to take a photo. So,
Well, he's gonna have to move when the bus comes.
hey, mister, what are you doing at the bus stop?
I don't think you can get
He's like, I don't want to move. All right. Bye, Norm. Dom's attempting to get a weed delivery.
Yeah.
So apparently this is the first day they're doing just weed deliveries because dispensaries aren't open in Nevada because of the pandemic.
Yep.
So
Open for deliveries only, but you need to be a resident in the town in order to get it, or a physical address. So we're staying at this RV park, so I use this address. But the first time the address wasn't working, yada yada yada, blah blah
So, yeah.
blah. So now we're here in a waiting game because we're checking out 11:30. It's 11:05, and who knows?
even though this is a legal weed deal, this is like the sketchiest it's ever felt. Both of them are masked up at an RV park. Life is weird.
Update: we in this bag, bitch.
I told the vlog it was the sketchiest weed deal I've ever done, even though it was legal.
No, this is the most kosher weird deal I've ever done. Talk to the guy, call him, he's on time. It's weird. You're not waiting in the hood for 3 hours for a gram. America, do it. You're wasting too much money. Where are we printing all this money for these bailouts?
Guys, this is the most beautiful bush I've ever seen. I just wanted you to see it. The color is amazing. Beginning of April here in southern Nevada.
Finishing up lunch here.
Yeah, and I probably have some on my face, but that was the gnarliest drive.
It was so windy, and we went through a pass, and it was all unexpected. There was a storm coming.
I think we went up to something around like 3,000 feet minimally, which isn't a lot, but like it just happened and it happened quick. And I can't find the elevation on a map, so I don't know what it was, but man, it felt almost similar to the pass going into the San Luis Valley. So
Pretty wild.
that was like 9,000 feet. We're really stepping up our healthy eating right now.
White bread Nutella.
Nutella and white bread.
If you don't already know, this is Basically, cake.
Yeah, cake that you can make yourself anytime.
Instantly.
Finished up the last of our donuts too, so we're just out here living our best life in the apocalypse.
Yeah, what is our problem? We never eat like this. I
We-
feel
we
like
d-
it's like literally acting like we're about to die.
Well, you never know. Whew. All right, that drive was nuts. It's been a few hours. We're parked at a truck stop just outside of the Valley of Fire State Park, which we're not going to be able to go to, sadly. And Jeremy, he's been on the road for 3 years, and he says that it's the most gorgeous drive he's ever personally been on. So that's one big thing that's happening because of the pandemic right now is state parks and national parks and really anywhere. They're all closed right now, and also for good reason. But anyways, that was up there. It was maybe like the third most stressful drive for me, just with the super high winds, and I hate driving in high winds. We ended up going through that dust storm, and then some rain even came in on us at the very end of the drive. So I'm just glad that we are parked here for the evening. So this is the lot that we're parked in this evening. It's right across from this gas station. It's actually like a mega gas station with a ton of food and all types of stuff because it's like the only thing around. And we're just over here in the corner. We weren't intending on staying in this lot tonight, but the BLM land is maybe another like several miles down this road, and it's in a wash. It just rained. It could rain a little bit more this evening, so we're just gonna play it safe and park in the gravel. No, I didn't tell them about this, but we're all comparing each other's handwriting. So, good luck.
I'm about to try uppercase.
Uppercase?
Cursive.
Everything?
Oh.
Wow.
It's daunting.
I don't remember.
Nope.
Do I do it on this sheet or should I try a new one?
Tomorrow.
What?
But that's the Midwest accent. Tomorrow. I can't do the
What's that?
Midwest accent.
Tomorrow?
What?
How do you guys say tomorrow?
Tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
No,
That's just us,
Do you
though.
notice? Do you notice an accent at all
When you
with
when
us?
you talk?
Us, yeah.
Sometimes. With him a little bit more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd figure.
Sometimes like,
Now more than twang!
I'm on
And
twang.
not really often.
You will talk like that.
Not
Huh.
very
Yeah.
often. Monica, no, not really.
Fire, movie,
Fire.
Monica,
Yep.
Jeremy,
Don't touch the stove.
Cool.
Cole.
Dom.
I'm gonna move so we can
Chrissy.
definitely fit more of us on here.
Yeah, we could get everybody on. Come on, guys. Hold quarantine
Come on.
on the couch.
I bought one beer. I have to go grab it.
Whole quorum team.
Come with a volume control, Pascal.
Excuse me, sir.
Plug it in here.
Lieutenant Commander Tom
You
Dodd.
can hold it over here.
Right away after that light goes off.
I know. Turn on my backup camera.
I already did. It's a historic moment. It is the lowest we've filled up diesel, $2.29. Thank you, coronavirus, for the diesel discount. What do you have to say to everyone that thinks it's stupid for us to be traveling right now? And you're kind of right. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, Monica's going to be driving today for the first time.
I am.
So,
And it's Chrissy. Are you driving?
yeah,
I'm driving.
Chrissy's driving too.
I'm driving.
I'm excited.
Jeremy's driving.
Jeremy's bus.
I feel like this is like
It's a
Women's Empowerment Day.
yeah.
Feels good.
Leave in the comments if you're a woman bus driver, because we love and respect you and value you.
Yeah.
do.
I do. We do. We definitely do. Does he have any chips? What's your favorite Lay's product?
I don't remember what Lay's makes besides those.
Fritos.
I like Fritos.
Yeah, Fritos are good. You got like the chili Fritos too, you know?
Yeah, chili cheese Fritos are good.
And then, but the scoops are my favorite, like with some
Scoops are
bean
good.
dip.
I prefer like Doritos for chips.
It's getting weird. So the original plan was kind of to do this drive over like 3 weeks, and that's changing as we've been out here and on the road, seeing that a lot of things are closed. And we're just also not wanting to expose ourselves as much as possible out here, and even stopping at diesel stations. If you have to go inside, you know, you're still exposing yourself, even though we're trying to limit that as much as possible. Monica's disinfecting my beer with hand sanitizer. Cool. I'm gonna show you guys what a great montage is.
Funny.
It's not how I laugh. There you go, good. How'd it go?
The weight has been lifted.
Nerve-wracking as fuck.
Got a booger on your nose.
Like, yes.
It may have been mayonnaise.
But I'm like crying and driving because I'm so happy that I'm driving through it. That's really what was happening.
Wow. Well, did not expect that drive.
No one did, but we were just, Chrissy and I were talking about it, and it was like probably the best thing that could have happened because there was a little bit of everything. There was like some steep inclines that we had to really slow down for, and then we went through a canyon and a construction zone where it was like 10 foot wide. So, yeah.
Great job. High five. I did a lot of work on this next week vlog to kind of stay ahead of things since we're on the road and traveling pretty much every single day here. I also did some pre-scouting for a little bit better of a BLM, like off-grid camping location for tomorrow. I just can't stand like gas station hopping. Like it's just not my flow. There's just so many different options for parking. Even it being a pandemic, there's just so much BLM. So I'm hoping that we can be somewhere a little bit more beautiful tomorrow. Like right now is super challenging for me. You know, we've never really truly caravaned with people before, and there's 2 other buses and 4 other people that have their own opinions on what they think is best. And, you know, there's a lot of give and take. And so, yeah, it's been a big transition for me, and I'm sure for everyone else. And then to have a pandemic going on top of it, it's just a bit stressful, but I think everyone is doing as well as possible right now. I'm officially in chill mode for the evening. I'm gonna watch Harry Potter here by myself. Everyone else is hanging out in Disco Moose's bus per usual, and we'll pick it up tomorrow. Good morning.
Oh, good morning.
Hi.
I didn't see you there.
Us either.
Thought I was alone in my 90 square foot home. Just kidding.
Are you driving today?
I am gonna drive today.
Cool. This is just going to be called Monica's Driving Adventure.
I almost just changed my shirt.
On camera?
Yeah.
We'll continue. We don't want to hold you back.
That was funny.
Hi. Fairfield.
You're driving to school? That's where this bus came from?
Oh my gosh.
Where I found Tom?
Oh, so
I'm
many
from
good
New
things.
Jersey, so it's weird to say those things, but...
Oh, Norm's
money
just like
shot
sitting
right
in there in the sunshine. Wow. The internet can't handle that.
No, they can't.
I don't know.
Do you think you're ready for this jelly? Do you think you're ready for this jelly?
Hi, Norm.
Have you ever heard of the comfort double slang?
No.
I've been getting some really weird advertisements on Facebook. All right, well, today starts our 4-hour leg. Whoa. We've got 4 hours of driving and 320 miles to cover today. It's our longest driving day yet, and we'll land in Salt Lake. And Monica's driving.
Yep.
Again, I'll probably just not drive for the next, 10 months now. All right, well, we're in Salt Lake City.
It was a long driving day.
I didn't think I'd say those words, at all this year, but we're
It
here.
happened. Yeah, we had to pass, Zion's Close and Bryce Canyon, Great Basin. Is that a thing?
Yeah.
We passed so many awesome places, and it really sucks, but just what we have to do right now.
But Utah is beautiful.
Yeah, it was an awesome drive.
It's probably the most awesome drive through any state we've taken so far.
Oh, for sure. We've been looking at snow-capped mountains for, hours now.
Honestly, there's not much that's different besides all the state parks and all the national parks are closed, which is a huge difference.
Yeah.
There's more people want you to pay through apps or pay outside exclusively. People
which
don't
is
want to
not a
be
problem.
people don't want to be in front of you, and we don't want to be in front of people.
Yeah.
But we haven't had any type of road regulations. Right now online, I just read a thread where people are okay, who's letting who through at the borders? And I'm that's not even a thing.
Yeah, there's a couple states that have restrictions right now.
Yeah,
but
I think
it's
maybe
'cause it's highly populous.
yeah, Louisiana and Texas border may have one, but it's I really hope it doesn't get to the point where they start closing down state borders.
Yeah. Well, if all goes well, we'll be in Washington in a couple days. This is what's going on here, folks.
This is what life's become.
Do you want to describe this to people?
Chrissy mentioned offhandedly that Dom really likes Nutella and white bread, and he does a triple stack, and he'll do that for lunch or just a snack.
Well, don't underplay it. I'll have to show them how I do it, so
Well,
it's similar to his.
I was that's ridiculous, and Chrissy ended up making me a fold over one piece one day, and I was oh my god, this is too good. And so I like to do banana Nutella on white bread.
Yum.
And That's why I'm still fat.
Per Dom's instructions, you put Nutella on both sides of the bread before you put it together. He does this with full pieces of bread.
Yeah, he does
three
full
on top of
pieces.
each other. But
Like a
I'm
sicko.
not going to eat
Like
that.
like it's a Big Mac of Nutella.
Yeah.
Hey everyone, look, grass. We sure did miss grass. It's nice to see you, grass. It's nice to see green things. It's April 11th, so spring is beginning to take full effect. Tomorrow is Easter Sunday, so hopefully there's even less traffic for us. So we're just parked at the back of Cabela's lot. Yeah, it was a pretty good night's sleep. A little loud at times just because we're next to a main road, but a great stop off, so thanks. All right, today we are headed out of Utah already. We're done with that.
New state.
And we're going to Idaho. That's been one thing that's nice about this trip is we hadn't been to Nevada or Idaho, and we technically are knocking...
Or Utah. We checked off...
Or Utah, yeah, forget...
Yeah. We're checking off 3. And you're checking off 4 because you haven't been to Washington.
Yeah, and then we're gonna go Oregon and Washington. So obviously we're not like staying in them and like really experiencing the states, but we're driving right through the heart of them.
I feel like driving through the entire state as a whole like counts for something. You
Yeah.
know?
Well, we just pulled off at a gas station literally in the middle of nowhere and crammed a couple sandwiches in our mouth and ate some chips, and we're going to hit the road again. Jeremy's phone lit up with like an advisory. I haven't talked to him about it yet, but like the state of Utah was wanting you to like, it's a declaration of COVID-19. I don't know if procedures are going to start to change really soon about what you can and can't do traveling and entering states. It seems bizarre to me. I understand, what we're going through and how this is spreading so quickly and it's difficult to contain. But from my experience being on the road thus far, there's ways that you can social distance while traveling. It's just you have to be very smart about it and consider others. So wearing masks, gloves, when you're near people, that's a big component of it, but ultimately staying the fuck away from people is the biggest. How was that for you?
It was fine. It's just like, it's not worth turning an hour and a half drive into like a 4-hour drive at this point, It's gonna be like 6 mile an hour winds in the morning, so we will catch up.
I had looked ahead earlier in the day and I saw that there was going to be significant winds, and the first leg of this trip was fine. All the way up into that gas station in the middle of nowhere, like, winds really weren't a thing. And then it's like someone turned on the wind switch and like, welcome to Idaho, and it was just the windiest it's ever been. I literally feel like I'm living on a boat right now.
It does feel that way.
Yeah. Forgot to tell people about this.
Mustard.
Yeah,
Got
our mustard
pressurized.
exploded. I think from all the elevation changes.
Feels like we're driving and we're not.
Yeah, it literally feels like we're moving. We're gonna do some veggie curry rice stuff,
Yeah.
which I'm super excited about. I hope Monica will do this for a Tiny Bus Kitchen episode. If you haven't checked out that series, go find it or click on whatever pops up if it does. So this is the first time we parked somewhere and they've literally handed us like a piece of paper for like short-term parking, and we're like in the middle of kind of what I would say nowhere, Idaho, even though we're near Twin Falls.
I think the reason that they did that though is that there's like 60 or 70 vehicles in this lot, so
Yeah,
I
it is.
just want to make sure that people are like actually leaving and not just hiding out here.
Yeah, it is a ginormous lot, so I'm sure they've had to tow a lot of vehicles previously.
Yeah.
Good morning, Monica.
Morning. It is like 30 something degrees right now.
Yeah, it's near the freezing point and it's super early. It's around just before 7 a.m. And we got the oven on. I'm gonna make some eggs.
It's gotten warmer.
The bus is warming up right now, and we're gonna try to maybe knock out all of Oregon and get to our destination in Washington today. It would be maybe like a 10-hour day if we did that though. So
Sounds insane, but I'm open to trying.
the benefits of having a propane oven, so you can use it as a fire when you're freezing to death.
Gas mitt.
It's a gas mitt.
Never seen this before. It's in an old ass box. I guess they've had them out for all of that.
All right,
Let's kick some asses.
we're gonna take a peek at what Oregon and what Washington looks like now. Well, we're just outside of Boise now. We went ahead and stopped at a rest stop. You guys may be wondering where Jeremy and Disco Moose are. I don't know if I mentioned that before, but they just continued driving yesterday. Disco Moose and Jeremy, I think, both made it into Oregon yesterday. I haven't talked with them this morning. Monica and I woke up early so we could make up the difference from stopping yesterday. It just got too dangerous. I mean, like, for me, you can't be going 40 miles an hour on the highway and that be safe. I mean, obviously they made it and they survived. I get that, but it's just too much of a calculated risk for me to keep going, and it's also super stressful, and I don't know, it's just we worked so hard for bus life, and you know, to risk driving underneath those conditions and something happened to the bus or to our solar panels or any number of things, it's just not worth it. So I'm really glad we personally stopped. We just randomly, can you take the camera with you? We just randomly pulled into a gas station to fill up in Oregon, and Disco Moose and Jeremy are both here in the lot, which is funny.
Yo!
Yeah! Hi.
Hi.
Scared me.
Well, it's so weird. I just jumped up saying, yeah!
Well, we just stopped at the dispensary right next door, and when in Oregon, you buy weed immediately upon entering the state. We got an update from our final destination that they're not actually going to be on the property until Tuesday, which will probably tell you more about what we're doing ahead. So instead of doing a marathon day, driving another like 400 miles from here, it looks like we're going to be stopping somewhere in the ballpark of, 100 and some change. So it's going to be a lot lighter of a day, and we're going to be able to get some resting, some chilling time in, which I'm super excited about.
Okay, so this is 158 miles. So that's good.
Sweet.
2.5 hours.
So nice.
And then that would be, then tomorrow we don't even need to go all the way to Quincy. We can just go somewhere closer, We can even just park in the gorge.
Has your guys' fridge just ever fallen over?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There's a post on Instagram.
100%.
Oh, I didn't know that was a real thing.
Within the first 30 days. We were in Florida going to our first place. I took a left onto I-10, and then the whole fridge just toppled over while Chrissy was on the phone with her mom.
Pressure.
Yeah.
I was like, Mom,
yeah, you're
everything's
like,
fine. And then the fridge was like,
I gotta go!
yeah, I was like,
Oh my god.
the fridge fell over. I have
That's
to go.
so scary.
This is a cool angle. How's the driving?
Good.
You enjoying it?
I am actually. I like to be occupied, so it's good. And it doesn't you don't zone out like you're driving a car, because you actually have to pay attention to what you're doing. So.
Well, this has been a wonderful, piney, good-smelling, great view drive. It's crazy. The landscape has just changed so quickly once we got into Oregon and we started to climb up in elevation, and it's just
Dude, it's nuts.
it's nuts to see snow on the ground. We're driving next door to the casino, so I'm just laying on the bed right now. But I thought, wow, I've never gotten a shot of the bus moving from back here before. Well, it's day 6 of this adventure now.
No.
Yeah. We left on Tuesday, guys.
That's so long. Or is that short?
Wow.
What do we feel? I don't fucking know.
It's going great.
So confusing. I don't know.
I feel like that's way longer than I wanted, but I feel like it happened so fast. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
We left
I feel like it
2
was yesterday.
weeks or 3 weeks, and then
Yeah.
and then we left, and within one day we were like, oh, we'll get there in 20 hours.
Yeah, once
Yeah.
we saw
Then
Laughlin,
a week time. I think a week was an
Yeah.
appropriate amount of time, honestly.
it was 1,200 miles.
Yeah.
11:04.
Oh,
So a little under 12.
still got a few hundred left.
Yeah.
172 to be exact.
So the owner of the farm that we're going to be working on, he's not going to be on the property until tomorrow. So instead of finishing off the trip, we're going to try to find the best place to spend the night this evening, somewhere closer to the destination, and hopefully we'll just have a very short cruise to our final resting spot tomorrow. The worst way to say it.
Oh,
Not so final.
man, you'll be smoking me in 3 months.
Yeah. How's the trip treating you?
Fine.
Yeah.
How's it treating you? You're miserable. I'm good.
Is there anything? I was just gonna say, if there's anything like you wanted to tell people about your experiences so far.
It's like, it's good to know that we can like get somewhere kind of quickly in the bus. Like, I feel more comfortable driving the bus longer distances in one day. And how many states have we been in? 4, 5 states?
It's gonna be our 6th state here coming up. All right, so we've got 150 miles to do today to our final destination, and we are going to be crossing into Washington State. So enjoy the views.
Took like 30 years, but I found myself ironic with these issues all around my health. I know it ain't nothing new, no, it's all been felt. I know I'ma get it right. No, I found my help, it's you. No execs want that dope dealer, that go stick up a cold killer. Hit way the prone, pull that 4-finger, body leave a soul, then you know the code lingers. I awake with some cold singers, these some cold winners, Tell me where your people finding their identity. Kid, I'm telling you, it's not who they pretend to be. Future said he ain't sipping lean, but the industry won't let him intervene with them songs about him getting clean. You ain't a person, you a brand. Your personas, whatever, put money in their hands, they won't let it go. Feed them poison with no antidote, avoiding antidotes is telling kids without no hand or hold that's holding on to your words. The man up in that mirror's way too unfamiliar. I don't know him. No, I don't know him. Who you say I am, it's who I am. Who you say I am, it's who I am. That's who I'll be. That's who I'll be. That's who I'll be. That's who I'll be. Who you say I am, it's who I am. Who you say I am, it's who I am. That's who I'll be. That's who I'll be. That's who I'll be. That's who I'll be. Took like 30 years, feeling lost at sea. To finally realize you had a plan for me. I know I don't know directions when I treat you in a vein. While I'm in this world of chaos, I'm with you, it's so serene. Had to get involved when I found out who I was. When I thought I was forgotten, picked me up and said I'm loved. But this life got overwhelmed and dropped them blessings from above. My suppliers never running dry, I know that you the plug. Execs want that. Who cares, man? I spend too much time competing in world affairs. I'm called to be counterculture, fill my circle with no squares. Sick of the second surface, seeing what my people getting instead. Don't know who they supposed to be. They got the goal, but don't know the one on that rosary. They chasing goals, but they fighting the wrong opponents. Be them broken souls, but he's the only atonement, G. The man up in that.
Really strange, there was a car that was parked maybe like 5 spaces over to the left of us when we just backed into the spot, and we like locked eyes and he looked at us for a second, and then once we threw it in park, he reversed really quickly, flicked me off and left. So I don't know exactly what that was about, but that happened. There's this wild horses monument, and that is a very large incline. You can actually see a few people at the top and one woman in blue trying to make it to the top still.
We made it to Washington.
Yep, we're in Washington State now. And from everything we know, we still don't have coronavirus.
God, don't make that joke.
Too soon?
Yeah.
Too soon. Okay. I think I've already covered this, but we're actually really close to our final destination. Just the owner of the farm isn't going to be there until tomorrow. So hopefully, if everything goes to plan, we will finally be exactly where we need to be.
Tomorrow.
Your hair is like blowing and tickling my face.
Yes, it is.
Would you like to say any words about,
You want me to tell everyone that I fucked up my banana bread?
I guess, if that's how you want to put it?
Tried to make banana bread for the first time in this oven. I've made it like 100 other times, and it's been like, I make it really well.
Love it.
And the heat is so uneven. So,
Yeah.
I flipped it once, like turned it around, but I should have done that like 4 or 5 times and probably turned the heat down a little bit. But
Yeah.
it's like impossible to tell what the temperature is in there. Anyways, it didn't work. The top is beautiful. I think we'll be able to get a couple slices out of it, so it wasn't a total waste.
This fire's no joke tonight. It is toasty where I'm sitting.
Yeah, you're in a nice hot seat.
We're gonna climb up the hill to go see the Wild Horses Monument. They're all half alive and half dead, aren't they? I'm gonna fall on my face.
Right?
Yeah, get that booty workout in. There's where we camped down there in the circle.
How cool.
Yeah, this is really neat, isn't it?
It's a pretty thick piece of metal here.
Well, we've had a very slow morning and afternoon here at a beautiful lookout.
Yep. And cops stopped by.
Yeah, a law enforcement officer did stop by. I guess someone called and he was just making sure we hadn't been here for like a week, I
We're not
guess.
living here. But hey, we're going to where we are gonna be.
Yeah, it looks like we've got a go to get to our final destination, so let's finish off this trip. I see you straightened your hair. Are you like preparing for a job interview at the same time?
Yeah, I mean,
Might as well look.
it's a marijuana farm, but like,
We haven't
still
told
a
anyone
job.
that.
now you know.
Oh, cool.
So,
We did it. We're here.
yeah, can you believe it?
It's kind of nutty.
Yeah, it is. We're gonna be planting, 2,500 pot plants?
I don't know. I didn't hear those details.
That's what he said. He wants 500 in each lot, and I think they're gonna create new lots or something.
Sounds like a lot of work.
So, yeah, we got a lot of work to do. I'm excited.
Pizza? Oh, this is for the lasagna?
What pizza?
No,
Yeah.
this
I think
is
we're just saying hi.
this is the completion of our grand caravan.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. The Oregon Trail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, basically.
Well, Jeremy's not here, so I feel kind of bad doing this little outro, but
Yeah.
That's all right.
we're about to go hang
It's in
out
spirit.
with Jeremy. So, hey,
And our new manager.
and our new manager.
Yep.
Right.
But Monica did mention earlier we are working on a marijuana farm for this summer.
Yep.
It seems really promising. We're gonna have a place to park
Yeah.
and water, access to trash, and it's during the pandemic. Like, I don't think we could really ask for much more, honestly.
Yeah. Feels
And
like
we
a
get to
good place to
learn.
be. Mm-hmm.
And be with each other.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh my
peeps.
that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
The quarantine.
Stay with your quarantine.
Well, thanks for watching our crazy drive.
Yeah.
Oh,
That was nuts.
Hopefully it's inspired you to, I don't know.
Take more drives.
To do something.
Yeah.
okay.
All right.
Cool. Awesome.
Bye.
Bye.
See you guys.